Joining me now in an exclusive broadcast interview is Lisa Su, the AMD CEO and chair. Lisa, good to see you. Yeah, 2.5 years ago, almost to the day, you completed the Xilinx acquisition. That was huge, multiples bigger than this, but it also dramatically expanded your total addressable market. So how should we measure, how should investors measure the way ZT expands either your total addressable market or your speed to market in the data center?
Absolutely. John, great to see you this afternoon. And, you know, it's a big day for AMD. We're really excited with the announcement about the acquisition of ZT Systems. You know, ZT Systems is one of the, most capable hyperscale solutions providers. And they're really focused on, the largest data centers in the world. So if you think about our strategy, our strategy is about high performance computing and AI as the largest growth vector for us over the next couple of years. And, we've talked about the size of this AI TAM. We believe the AI TAM in data center accelerators alone is over $400 billion by 2027. It's a huge opportunity. And we've been investing for the long run and investing in that strategy. So it's about our silicon solutions, which are really capable, our software solutions, which are really capable. And now we add sort of the third leg of that stool, which is the system solutions that really wraps it all together. So it's really exciting opportunity for us and, great team that we're bringing on board.
In this interview, Lisa lays out some of the new business strategies and operational strategies that Advanced Micro Devices is going to be implementing here in the very near future. So I do want to allow her to kind of continue to explain what exactly is going on here. But I do also think that it's important to look at the price chart quickly here because we are starting to see a little bit of a rally start to develop here after some very strong declines that have been seen in the stock recently.
Lisa, color that in a little bit for me, because a lot of people, I think about, AI as, okay, just sell a bunch of chips, sell as many as you can. But it seems to me more like, you can't just sell couches, sectional couches. You got to have the right color. The customer has to know that it fits within their space. How do things like cooling or even designing for specific applications fit into the capabilities that ZT is going to give you and perhaps you imagine allow you to sell more of AMD's AI solutions into the marketplace?
Yeah, it's a great point. And, look, we have invested in all of the pieces. And so when you think about the components, the chips are really important. The software is super important because it helps, developers really, access the capability through applications. But then when you think about the data centers of tomorrow, we're talking about data centers that have like hundreds of thousands of servers in them. And they really need to be, really fully optimized from silicon to software to systems. That's what ZT Systems does for us. It really adds, sort of that end-to-end capability. And, I like your analogy. It's not about, just the couch. Yes, the couch has to be great, but frankly, you need the entire house to be, all put together with all the pieces. And when we look forward, what we're seeing is that you actually optimize each of those pieces, silicon, software, and solutions together. One of the things that's really important, John, is, look, we love the open ecosystem. We're all about enabling, not just our own solutions, but really enabling our entire ecosystem of OEM and manufacturing partners. And so we're still going to do all that. We're just going to come with really a very, very strong foundation to build the largest data centers in the world.
Essentially, what we're looking at here is this move from 187.27 all the way down to this price low, which came in at 121.82. This is significant here because we can start to look at some Fibonacci retracement levels, which have already been broken. And this does suggest that the stock might be on a very strong footing here going forward. So essentially what we're looking at here, this is the hourly price chart, and we can see that the stock has managed to recover a lot of the losses that were accumulating during this movement lower. First, we did see the 23.6% Fibonacci retracement broke into the top side. It did take a little bit of work to get through here, but we did see prices move through 137.70. And then from there, it was a fairly straight shot through the entire exponential moving average cluster and above the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement, which came in at roughly 147.16. So ultimately, this was the major price break here. And as we can see here, this did ultimately lead to some fairly significant follow through in share prices. This major level to the bottom that I have been watching here is coming in at 147.20. And then in addition to that, we do have the break of prior resistance, this historical resistance zone, which came in at 153.60. But after essentially, share prices moved above the exponential moving average cluster and this 38.2% Fibonacci retracement, this old price high here just wasn't enough to contain prices. And we did see the share price, sort of blast through the 50% retracement. And now we're currently testing the 618 retracement as well. So there has been a bit of a stall here. Not totally surprising given the fact that, as we can see in the relative strength index reading down here, share prices have become overbought. This has been a fairly substantial move higher in a relatively short period of time. I do think that some people are starting to move out of Intel and into AMD, which makes a lot of sense given the most recent earnings report that came out of Intel. What we're currently looking at here is a bit of a short-term pullback. If I were to move down to the roughly the 5-minute chart, I think that this downside pullback would be a bit more obvious. And we have started to move back into the exponential moving average cluster on the hourly time frame. But losses here could be limited to roughly 150.80 is the price level that I'm watching to the downside here, because even though we have broken through the 20-hour exponential moving average, we do have a confluence here of 3 exponential moving averages forming in roughly the same area. To the top side, this does come in at 150.80. We do have a few more moving averages below here, the 100 and 200 hour exponential moving average. So, there is there's a series of there's a few layers of support here coming into conjunction right around the 150 mark, which is obviously a psychological level. So, there are some near-term declines here, but it does look like we could be seeing a bounce here somewhat soon.
Now, when I first saw the announcement of this deal, I thought, is AMD going to be competing with Supermicro here? But no, you're spinning off the manufacturing business. Tell me about your decision-making process there and what the value is of a manufacturing business that has locations not just in Asia, but in the U.S. and Europe in a very high revenue, high margin category.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, ZT has really built, systems and rack scale systems for some of the largest data centers in the world. So they've built, a phenomenal design team, which is going to be super important for our overall, AI systems and solutions strategy. And they also have a phenomenal manufacturing operation that's going to be really good, as part of a larger manufacturing, at scale operation. So I think this is really about, optimizing the capabilities of a wonderful company. And more importantly, it's building out the ecosystem around, AMD solutions. So we are not in the business of competing with our customers. Frankly, we love to make the ecosystem around AMD even broader. I've spent a lot of time with our top customers over the past 24 hours or so. People are really excited about what we're putting together. They view that this is about a bet into the future of what AI systems and AI infrastructure is going to look like. We're all about building upon the incredible ecosystem that we have, but bringing the best technology to market as fast as possible. So let's deploy these leading edge clusters and data center level systems with all of the great technology, but also ensuring that everyone gets to innovate on top of that.
Our High Value Trading Strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market-beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership and start trading stocks with the pros.